board. All right, ladies, we have 7 minutes to bring to the table any breadcrumbs, Godwinks, treasures you have picked up along the way, possibly in this last hour, possibly in this last 24 hours, possibly in this last week. Or if there's anything on your heart that you would like to bring to the table this morning to share and just things that are stirring up that you would like to, I invite you to bring to the table and we can talk about them. Does anybody have anything this morning?
Well, two things are coming to mind for me. One is right now, just this pure excitement of like, there's an energy in me from doing this self-study. And something that came to me in this last week as I was talking to someone, I don't know who it was, is that self-study is self-wealth. And so often I hear people talking about self-worth. And I'm like, what if we change self-worth into self-wealth? And that when we study ourselves, that makes us rich in who we are. So that's how I feel right now. I feel rich in who I am and this energy coming from my heart. Does that
I love that.
anything?
I love that. That's so good. Self-wealth. I love that. And that definitely, did you have something else there? Because that stirs up something for me.
No, I wanted to know what it stirred up for you guys so I could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in that 2-year training that I did, one of the instructors once said to me, the people that you sit with, so this is in a spiritual direction setting, but this is like in this, it's in a hold the space setting, is that the people that you're with can only go as deep as you're willing to go. And so that stirs up wealth for me too, as I'm thinking, I mean, while we were working together this morning, I'm thinking like, well, I've got to do this stuff this is about other people. Like debt freedom is simply about me and what I need. But really, like, and this has been a lot of my journey, is I'm willing to go deep. I'm willing to put out there, just for this example, is debt freedom is what I want. So you have to go inside for debt freedom. You have to go inside, you have to dig around, you have for any of this stuff. But for me, that's the case. So it just brought up to me, thank you, Nancy. I mean, that's where my wealth is right now, is that taking the courage and strength to go inside to come to a place of debt freedom, which is not only for me, it is for all the people around me, because it's taking that journey deep inside to hold the space for others to be able to do it as well.
Yeah.
I think when you look at our space, our learning, okay, no one can take that part away. The fact that you do some personal development and you do some study, that just gains your knowledge. And that, I think, is the part that many people, they just stop. They can't wait to get out of high school or college, and so they don't have to read a book again. But honestly, that's exactly what it is. It is a lifelong process. It's not all something that you learn. There's a lot of growth behind it, personal lessons and personal things that you have to explore and listen deep down. And then you're coming out and you are able to change things that you would have never thought possible even 24 hours ago or a year ago or whatever the timeline might be for you. And your thoughts will make a difference. So your thoughts of debt will always keep you in debt. If you're thinking prosperity and abundance, that's what you're going to have. So for Beth, I would encourage you to change the word debt because that's a negative tone.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say freedom with abundance or freedom with something else that gives you the flow versus you're going to be reminded of that bad word.
Mm-hmm.
And it will mean the same thing. It'll mean,
Yeah, because, well, I mean, I had, and as I'm dialing it in and stuff, like leading hungry women to freedom. So taking that inner journey, but when I get definite, like when I get to that pinpoint purpose of it right now, like my focus is debt freedom right now. Like I can line it all up right now, and it's like, okay, check, check, check. And I've got a plan, I've got next steps or whatever. So I don't know, when I get down to the like pinpoint of it, like that's what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm going to put that out there. Like, what could I change that word to? But I don't, like, in my body right now, like I don't feel like it's a negative. You know what I mean? Like I do see how it is, but yeah, I will let that stir around, because I feel like it's kind of like an excitement, I feel excitement around it. But I do see how it's,
I like what you're saying though, because the word, it's debt free, right? The word is not debt, it's debt free.
mhm,
And so that can bring some excitement. And it's important that when we're looking at our words, is that a negative word to us? Because I've had clients who say, things like, well, that's just silly or whatever. And then I say, so what does silly mean to you? Well, it means I'm able to have fun. And okay, is that a good thing? Or, because
mhm,
sometimes some word, or like, I'm thinking one of my things is, my dominating thoughts is this crazy? Right. And crazy to me means like, can I really pull this off? Right. But for some people, is this crazy would mean like, ooh, this is exciting,
mhm.
And so I think it's how we interpret the word. And maybe that can help you get another word too, is what does
Mhm,
that mean to me? Right. So
mhm,
like, when I say crazy, what does that mean to me? How do I want to transform that thought into success consciousness?
mhm, mhm.
I love
Yeah,
this.
love it. Good stuff, ladies. But we are out of time this morning. So enjoy your Wednesday, and we will be in touch.
Sounds good. Bye, everyone.